Welcome to Discovering. Tonight we'll finish up our fishing trip to the Keweenaw with Mark and Larry.
That didn't take long. That was about our third cast. We're pitching jigs, Larry and I, in the weeds here with minnows.
And we'll take a look at a UP Sportsman's Club. That's all tonight, right here on Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone. Forests thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak. Surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields. Call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill, the eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
The Upper Peninsula is home to a handful of larger cities, but by far we are made up of a multitude of smaller communities. The rural nature of the UP lends itself greatly to the concept of all of us helping each other. There's certainly no shortage of volunteers when something needs doing. Many have grouped together to form clubs and organizations of one kind or another, all working toward improving our way of life. For many of us, that way of life centers around or includes, in some form, the outdoors. You'd be hard-pressed to find an area in the UP not affected in some way by a local sportsman's club. From time to time, we'll take a brief look at some of these groups and learn a bit about who they are and what they do. Tonight, we'll take a look at the William Anderson Sportsman's Club in Hermansville. I stopped in during their annual ice derby.
We've been doing the fishing derby for probably about 15 years now. It's gotten more popular in the last 3 or 4 years. We have a lot of kids that are participating. So we get a lot of donations, and we try to stick mostly to what interests the children. We do have fishing gear up there, but besides that we have footballs, basketballs, such, sleds. The kids love it. There are plaques and money prizes that are handed out for the kids and for the adults, and it's for biggest fish and biggest panfish. We really could not put this on without the help from all of our sponsors. Most of them are local. They really come through for us. We depend on them for many events through the year, and they're very good to their community. The William Anderson Sportsman's Club Incorporated was established in 1954. In 2004, we did our 50th anniversary, and we continue on. It's been changed a few times through the years, has brought on a couple different names, but it has always gone back to the original. They started off as an environmental group, basically to help out with wildfires and such in the area. Now we try to just continue with community events.
A wiener on the foot.
We just got done with our predator hunt, and that was a success, and the 4th of July will be coming up next. It is a group effort between all of the groups in Hermansville, but the Sportsman's Club is a big part of that. We have our fall feed coming up in the fall. We have a monthly raffle, so that will be starting again soon. It's a gun a month. We support our community a lot with donations to the food pantry, the school, community schools, whatever we can participate in, and try to keep events going for the community and things for the kids to do.
A couple of weeks ago, we were catching lake trout on Lake Superior with Mark Martin and Larry Smith. We left off as we were heading in for some shoreline fishing.
Yeah, we're headed in to do some casting for along the edge of the shoreline to see if we get some splake and brook trout, brown trout, whatever's in there. Maybe even some more lake trout, who knows. Wanted to get in there. The wind picked up here right now, So a little bit of chop in there to cover our approach and to make them not so spooky in that shallow water, so that we can get away with casting. If we'd went in there this morning bright and early when it's flat, they would have sensed us in there, so, and then we wouldn't have done as well. Get the net here for you, Lair. Oh, nice one. Real nice splake. Right out here. Nice one, Larry. Oh, all right. Darn it. Ooh, he's not looking very good, is he? He's green. I'll let him fight a while. Oh. There we go. Is that a, no, that's a brookie. No, that's a
Blake.
That's a nice one, Larry.
We'll let this guy go. I hooked him right in the eye there. He must have been looking at it.
Yeah, he was afterwards.
You know, we'll let him get him back in the water there.
Right here was where it was happening yesterday. I'll be right there. Try to keep this one up out of the way.
It's a little one.
Brook trout, isn't it, or what? Or is that a splake too? Hard to tell. Brook trout, yeah.
See, the tail is squared off. A splake will have a really forked tail like a lake trout. We'll get him back in there. He's getting ready to go. There he goes.
Yep, he's there. That feels like a little better one. Can't tell what it is yet. What the heck? That a sucker? Ah, sucker. Hooked right in the back. Yeah, get him off. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Jeez. Haven't got one of them in here.
There he's hiding under the boat now.
Oh, I bet he is. Well, we're casting here at the mouth of the Montreal River here, all this tannic acid looking water here. The fish, they like to get right into this stuff. It's a little warmer too, and it's been raining, and so it's up a little bit. You got a little bit of current, you can see the foam, and we're casting Rapala husky jerks. They look like the smelt that were, just in here. Larry's got one that looks more like a smelt. I got one that's kind of got the pinkish, purplish color, and they kind of like pinkish and purplish colors. So we're gonna work our way in through here, try to be as discreet as possible instead of, we want to work our way up in here, and instead of running right in, where I'd like to go is right up in there by those rocks right there. We're gonna kind of work our way along this foam line and where the current's coming out right here and just stay back from it. right, Larry. Okay, time for the net. Yeah. Another splake.
It's a little thicker than the other ones.
Here you go, Larry.
No, it's actually shorter.
Is it really?
It's only a little over 14.
No, I'm kidding.
You know why? Because it's a brookie. Brook trout.
Mark.
Brookie.
Oh, it is a brook trout. Wow, that's a nice brook trout.
14-inch brookie.
That's a really nice one. Too bad they gotta be 20 inches, huh?
20 inches it's gotta be. Yeah, it's a brookie. See the halos there on the red spots? Little halos around there.
That big ink, that one under the water. And it gets off of those rocks. A sucker. Yeah, he wanted that. That's a dandy, Larry. He smucked that baby. I don't feel so bad now.
Yours was bigger though, Mark.
Yeah.
I don't know if he bit at or he's hooked right in
right.
He's hooked right in the nose. Red horse sucker.
Yeah, nice one.
You want to keep him, Mark, for a fish fry?
Oh gosh. Yeah, there you go, Larry. That didn't take long. Let me get the nut here. I get in here a little bit. Try to get in here.
Blake, see the forked tail on it. Get him up here a little bit. Forked tail on there, that's all. You can tell by the body shape too, but the easiest is the tail. Brookie's gonna have a square tail and a splake is gonna have a fork.
Yeah, we're looking at the watch. We've had a great day fishing. Got a bunch of lake trout, and then we went and casted up by the Montreal in shallow water and caught brookies and splake and lost a few nice splake. And now we trolled on our way in hoping to get something, and nothing happened. Got a leaf, so we're gonna head and try to see if we can catch some walleyes right now and really have a potpourri for a day. There's still the sun's up, time in the day is wasted, so we don't want to waste it and we want to be catching. So we're on our way to go catch some walleyes. Right back to where we caught a limit here the other day in short order and see what the walleye gods have in it for us again. so I figure we'll drift out here just a little bit. And got one going, huh, Larry? All right. Get the net here for you.
Swimming towards the boat when I set it, so it's close.
Oh yeah, nice walleye. Nice walleye, Larry. There we go. That's a good start. Ooh, you want me to lay him down right there?
There we go.
There, that's a keeper.
Boy, it ate that bait too.
Man, it ate it. Last time we were in here, they were just chowing down on wigglers in the mud, and you could actually see the wigglers swimming under the surface. You never see that before. That's good. Yeah, he's got to be about 17 inches anyhow. That's a nice one.
Yeah,
that didn't take long. That was about our third cast. First cast on that side. You'll see him bite and see that rod tip there. I like to weigh the fish up. It lets them have the bait a little bit, but you want a medium light action rod, and this kind of just forces them to, you know, hold it a little bit. If it's a medium action, medium heavy like we were just using, they'd drop it. This way it just forces them to eat it. Got him here, Larry. Oh, jeez. Not what I wanted to see. Mr. Northern Pike. Little hammer handle, you gotta take them along with it, I guess. Got him. We're pitching jigs, Larry and I, in the weeds here with minnows. Larry just got one here, and I got another northern. That's the second northern I got. The other day, I think that's all I was getting to was northern, and Larry's catching walleyes. Northern, you got one. Want the net so you don't lose your jig?
Way down in there.
Just weighing them right up here, and there. Guess what it is? A northern. I can't believe this. In the springtime, you're looking for the early emerging weeds in the lake. Cabbage, coontail. We're right here, we're looking for cabbage. And we've caught some walleyes and some northerns here around it. And so we're just moving along here, looking for some, you know, taller stuff here. You know, most of it's just coming up because of the weather's been cool. So we're trying to move along here and find some of this better coontail, or not coontail, but cabbage. I see a little bit down here right now on this break, but and if you find the cabbage, you're usually going to find the fish. You know, they like that. It's just like the woods. You know, the animals like to be in the woods. Well, so do walleyes and all the other predator fish, and the little minnows and bugs and everything. They like to be in that same weed patch also. So there's a big like a habitat area basically for everything. So that's what you want to do in the springtime is locate these green cabbage beds, coontail, any kind of weeds that will offer protection and a food source for the fish. So we're making our way along. We're going to find them again here. It's just a matter of working it out. I just went over some shorter ones here right now, but we haven't seen any. It's up back where we were that had any size to them. So trying to, and most of them are in like anywhere from 9 to 12 feet of water. So we're kind of going along here. We're in 13 now, so I'm just backing it up along this break to try to work the edge here and find where they're growing basically, but very few out in 13 yet. Here we go. Walleye. Eking one out at a time out of this weed bed.
Look at his dorsal fin on there.
Looked like it was split, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's all full of holes, and that's why he wasn't fighting so hard, maybe.
He didn't have the leverage on him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wow, that's kind of odd.
Yeah.
Come on, be what we're after here. It's fighting a little different, but walleye, nice walleye. Yeah, using Northland jigs, you know, tipped with a fathead, dace, or little chub. It depends on what we pick out of the minnow bucket. We got all three, so I think that was on a fathead, and just pulling it across the tops of the weeds here. And so I just pulled it off of one weed, and I was pulling it off another weed, but the weed turned out to be a fish. So I weighed them up a little bit, and nice walleye.
Well, that's it for this week. Be sure to check out 906outdoors.com, where you'll find the 906 fishing report, TV6 weather, shopping, and more. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next week right here on Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.